process that we're involved in CARICOM, which is led by the President of Guyana, is in the nature of food and nutrition security. So it's about producing more food and making nutritious food available for everyone. It's a process that involves the ministries of agriculture across the region, and they've been engaged in a planning effort for the last two and a half years or so, in which they've been focusing on identifying specific products, specific technologies for improving production. They've identified commodities, and they've been focusing on generating projects that are available, that need financing, and mobilizing financing for those products in order to increase the availability of food across the region. It is not only in Guyana, it is across the region, but it is being led by the President of Guyana. We did a study along with the World Food Program last year, which indicated that we are all food insecure, and this came to the forefront at the height of the COVID-19 crisis when the shipping issues, yes, the disruptions meant that many of our countries had issues ensuring that there was a constant supply of food. So we are all food insecure. The problem that we face is really deep-rooted. We're a region that over the years has become quite dependent on the importation of food. And you are correct, global increases in prices of food continue. The inputs into food production are also increasing along with all of the prices. So really what we're talking about is seeing how we can plan to increase our production of food, with the understanding that if we are able to increase our production, our local production, the food should be, if all of the numbers add up correctly, they should be cheaper because we're not factoring in the transport costs that would add to the cost of food on our shelves. Now, the strategy that the CARICOM agreed to some years ago is the strategy to reduce food imports. Even before the impact of COVID, the strategy to reduce imports by 25% by 2025 was in place. One of the realities that we're facing is that strategy has itself been impacted by COVID because, as I said, that strategy predated COVID. But we are continuing to press forward in order to increase food production. And it is not only a series of policies, it's a series of projects as well. There continues to be work by the Standing Committee, the group of ministers of agriculture supported by the ministries of agriculture across the region, to ensure that food is produced not only the way we used to, but including new technologies that enhance productivity and will allow us to see the benefit. I would expect that there's going to be a healthy discussion. We're going to be updated on that during this meeting on the work that's been done since we were in Suriname and discussed it in July. So there are projects on the ground, and there is a mobilization of funding for projects because, as you would know, food is not grown by governments, it's grown by farmers in the real world, and therefore it's an identification of financing for the production that we're talking about as well.